Yo, what's good, everybody? This is 005 Dynasty. I'm back with another video. And whatever happened to people creating their own lane or creating their own industry? That's what I'm noticing now, man. I'm noticing a lot of people are allowed to win in the game because they're capitalizing off of your laziness. And they know it. If I can see somebody sit there and say something like, oh, the game is like 10% talent and 90% business, right? If I can see somebody sit there and say that, that person, no matter how famous they seem to be, is a societal norm and they're playing by society's rules, which means you guys are playing by society's rules also, and they know it, so they know they can capitalize off of you by making corny content and brainwashing you into believing this avenue of like 10% talent and 90% business. Because you don't create your own market, you don't create your own lane, you're not a go-getter, you don't go out there and get it. That's what I'm noticing, guys and girls. So they say, oh, the music industry is this, the music industry is that. But that's their music industry. Why are you not creating your own music industry, your own lane, your own avenue? That's the craziest thing. When you really, really, really put it into perspective and you start analyzing and seeing things for what they really are, any industry was started by somebody that had an idea or a motive to gain or for other people, right? But it was started by somebody. So the music industry was started by somebody or a group of people, and they came up with their rules and regulations, their way of moving in the game. So what I'm telling you this is, somebody goes on the internet and they'll say, oh, the game is 10% talent and 90% business, and they start saying all this and saying all that. Well, that's their system that they're following, that they've fallen in line with. If you get what I'm saying, somebody created a system where it's 90% business and only 10% talent. So these content creators will get online and they'll regurgitate this to you and make you believe it. So now you start falling in line, like, yeah, I gotta do only business. I gotta worry about. I don't have to worry about my talent. I gotta worry about politics, and I gotta worry about the business, because you're stuck in their system instead of creating your own system. How about you create a system where it's 90% talent and 10% business? How about you create a system where it's 80% talent and 20% business? How about you create your own world and have people come there? But you can't do that if you're afraid and you're scared. That's the thing. Men and women on this earth are afraid because they don't have the balls or kahunas or just like the drive to do. That's the scary thing for you. Like, I built a website. My website is built off the premise of marketing and advertising for individuals in a social media stylistic way of doing it. And I have my own rules and my own regulations and my own way of doing things on that platform. It's mine. It's mine. It's different from the rules and the regulations that you see on the other social media platforms. I'll give you a prime example. On 05dynasty.com, you're only allowed to register one account. That's it. You don't get to make 10, 15, 20, 30 accounts so you can troll people and make burner accounts and disrespect people and do all this crazy stuff. You don't get to do that. You have to register as an entity, basically your company name. That's different. That's stepping outside of the box, stepping outside of the mold, compared to every other social media platform on the face of this earth, pretty much, you could make 30 billion accounts and dislike people's content and call them out their name and disrespect them over and over again. And you just get one account blocked and you can just do it again. Instead of the platform really just blocking your IP totally from even going back on the platform anymore. But no, these platforms are so greedy for money that they'll keep even the most toxic people on there. That's different from my ecosystem, right? But you guys and girls don't have you don't even have an ecosystem. You don't get out there to do anything on your own. You could literally take your own website and make a totally new music industry with your own website. Literally, people can't drive, man. Literally, you can make your own music industry starting with your own platform, starting with your own website, guys. You can do it. You can do it. You don't even have to follow all these other platforms. The only thing you need to do is just tap in with the government and see what are the guidelines as far as like, data being tracked and currency. That's it. Once you figure that out, data and currency, then you could go ahead, set up your rules and regulations, set up your streaming, set up your downloads, set it all up. And now you just created a whole new music industry on your own platform. It's similar to how there was one music industry which was mechanical, right? Then they switched it to streaming. You could do the same thing. Just think, man. Get inside your brain and think. It doesn't have to be something that you come up with overnight either, man. You don't have to, like, people think like I gotta think right now, and right now, as soon as I watch this video, I gotta think. And then as soon as they don't come up with anything, that's it. They go back to being a societal norm. They fall right back into society and start watching these YouTubers, content creators, supposedly top tier musical producers that say the stupidest stuff I've ever seen in my life, because they are stuck in the system as well. They got a foot up above you. That's why, and they think that these people think they're the ish, man. And to me, they are nothing, man. Nothing. Literally nothing. But guys, you can make your own music industry. You don't need to, and I'm not even saying like a music industry where it's like you have 1 billion people join your website and like, they get, now you're trying to capitalize and manipulate people so you can make billions of dollars. I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is you can make your own way and still be able to, what I'm saying, get fans, get money, all that, make an honest living. You can do that. You just have to figure it out. My platform is dope, though. It's dope, and I didn't even launch it yet. I mean, it's up there, but I didn't fully launch it. But I can receive money on my platform the same way you do on any of these other platforms. You pay, you know what I mean, and then boom, you get a service or something, a download, whatever it is that's set up on the platform. You know what I mean? And then from there, I just gotta make sure if I'm taking U.S. currency from you guys and you girls, then I got to make sure that that's set up correctly for taxes and blah, 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 right? We know the deal. So when people complain about the music industry and they're complaining, I'm not on the same bandwagon as you, man, because I know there's a way to get out there and do what you have to do. Like, I'll give you another cool example, man. There was a time that an individual said I should join a live stream. Then They send me the information for the live stream, and there's a whole bunch of people on the ticket that was not in the first conversation with us. So I had to, you know, deny and basically say I don't want to do this live stream with you guys. No disrespect to him, but that's his show. But I'm not going to participate. But I still watched the live stream, right? Part of it, not all of it, because some people started to annoy me on there. And that's the thing. If I would have gotten on that stream, they all would have hated me, because I don't fall into that same category of blaming people. I'm a go-getter and I do for myself. That's the reason why I built my own platform. So when I see people saying like, oh, the industry this, the industry that, and there was so many complaints about the music industry and how they're not getting this and not getting that. And as I'm watching the video footage, I'm like, but why are you not doing it yourself? Why are you not doing these things yourself? Why are you sitting there talking about this, that? And the thing, when people say, oh, the music industry, and they say this and they say that, they never give context. They never name drop. They never say this company, this, so we can know exactly what's happening. It's just all up in the air. The music industry, the music industry, the music industry. Oh, this. Yeah, nobody helps us. Nobody gives us a chance. Who's the nobody? So y'all just throwing hypotheticals in the air because you don't even have any concrete information. And the reason why these people don't have any concrete information is because they haven't done anything for themselves. The only thing that people do for themselves is watch content creators go out and buy the same equipment that the content creators tell them to buy, or the people that they get influenced by. If they watch somebody doing DJing, then they go buy DJ equipment. Or if they watch somebody do boom bap, then they go buy an old school MPC. Like you get them, you get what I'm saying. So it's either they get influenced by seeing it, or a content creator influences them to go and buy it. They go get the gear. Now they sit there and watch these content creators tutorials and all that. They boosting these people up every day, all day. And they listen to all these shorts videos. All this garbage is being filled into their mind. And then what they do? They get to a certain point where they get stuck. And then when they get stuck, they go back to the content creators for answers. And the content creators be like, yo, you making beats, but you ain't doing nothing with them. You got to get. Then they start blaming the viewer for not progressing and being successful. Not becoming multi-platinum, but this person is multi-platinum, but they're not helping people become multi-platinum. They're tricking you into thinking they're helping you, but they're not helping you. So then you get stuck. And then when you get stuck, you start complaining. And you don't blame the content creator because you still think that they're helping you, because you think they're God to you, like they're your God, like your goddesses or gods, because they helped you get to a certain point. So they could never do anything wrong, but meanwhile they've been the ones tricking you this whole time. They didn't send you on your path to go into music school, business school, learn the craft, learn the arts from the ground up, learn how to become a lawyer or entertainment lawyer, things of that nature, something that's really going to help you so you understand the game. They didn't have A&Rs come down and talk with you and learn what an A&R does, or learn what this person does, or learn what this person does in the music industry. You don't even know what the different roles are in the music industry. So you don't even know the music industry. You don't know street level, and you don't know the industry level. So then you get stuck and you start complaining. And that's what I was seeing on those live streams. On that live stream, all those people in the panel, they're complaining and they're saying it, and then it's like a kumbaya. We're all in it together, guys. Yeah, man, we're all in it together. You are all in it together. Because all you guys are societal norms, which means you people don't have a mind of your own. You don't even know how to tap into your own brain. That's the reason why I just did a video saying, like, you guys need to fall back and get off of YouTube. Or if you want to stay on YouTube, just limit yourself to how many people you watch, and then get away from the top tier people or multi-platinum and stuff. Stop giving them monetization money. Stop following their knowledge, and then cut off your friends, family. Cut off like the people that you met on YouTube, and now you associate with them. Cut them all off, and then watch your brain slowly start to open up, and you start to see the world for what it really is, and then you will progress. Because now you be like, all right, I got to get my business in order. Last week you was listening to the content creators. He was telling you to go get this device. Then you go and now you're getting a device. And now you're watching his tutorials. So every second of your day, is being filled up with content create knowledge. You're not out there reading books. You're not sitting at Barnes and Nobles. You're not really progressing your mind, man. You're not going to school. You're not sitting in front of a professor. You're not getting extra help. You're not doing none of this stuff that's really going to help you. Philosophy, writing classes, none of this stuff, man. You're listening to idiotic, dumb, ugly, hideous, just egregious content creators who supposedly multi-platinum and all this and that, and scum. If you really want to call it what it is, scum, man. Straight up scum. Disgusting people, man. And they know what they're doing. And you guys religiously follow it. So you got to get out there and create your own industry, man. This your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me. And don't say there's nobody who warned you, man. Because I warned you guys. Multi-platinum. I had to throw one of those in there. Don't forget. Multi-platinum. First name, multi. Last name, platinum. And I don't like this guy, 005 Dynasty. I don't like him. I hate his guts. But I'm up. I'm winning. So yeah. But if he passes me, oh my God. Clown. Anyway, this your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me. Stop following multi-platinum musical producers who think they're better than you and try to use information to keep you down. Don't forget to Google me. Peace.